Therefore, the universe is a hologram. This means that, as William Blake said, you can literally find the universe in a grain of sand, where each portion of the universe contains some similarity to the entire universe. It has been discovered that if you take to subatomic particles, such as electrons, and in certain cases, when you do something with one, it will always affect the other, no matter how far they are. I grew up in a house haunted by a poltergeist. I've had all kinds of examples of object psychokinesis moving on my own when I was a kid. Because multiple reports of people being declared clinically dead, go to some other apparent level of reality, the voice returns. They refer to this other level of reality with terms such as frequency, energy, and even hologram. What if everything you thought you knew about reality was just an illusion? Michael Talbert, a brilliant and enigmatic, proposed a revolutionary idea that could forever change our understanding of the universe. He suggested that our reality is nothing more than a hologram, a projection of a deeper level of existence. But why has such an innovative theory encountered so much resistance? And what are the implications of this idea for our perception of consciousness and interconnectedness? Michael Talbot was a writer and thinker who popularized the idea of the universe as a hologram in his book, The Holographic Universe. Its central thesis is that the universe can be compared to a hologram where each part reflects the whole. This implies that the reality we perceive is not fixed or objective, but rather a projection of a deeper and more fundamental existence. Talbot used this theory to address phenomena unexplained by traditional science as the interconnection of all things. This perspective challenges our perception of the world and the nature of the interactions that occur in it. Talbot's holographic model suggests that every part of the universe is intensely connected to the whole, challenging the classical view of separation and individuality. This could explain phenomena such as the influence at a distance between subatomic particles observed in quantum physics, raising fundamental questions about the nature of reality and the role of consciousness in shaping human experience. Talbot also proposed that reality is more malleable than we imagine to be influenced by consciousness. If reality is a projection, our thoughts and intentions can impact directly the world around us. This idea opens up new possibilities for understanding of the interaction between mind and matter, suggesting that human consciousness can play a more active role in the construction of reality than previously believed. The development of the holographic model has its roots in the work of physicist David Bohm and neurophysiologist Carl Brian Jung. Bohm, influenced by Albert Einstein, investigated the behavior of subatomic particles and discovered that they exhibit hologram-like properties. Similar to a hologram. Simultaneously, Brian explored how the brain processes and stores information, proposing that it works similarly to a hologram. The convergence of these researchers suggests that both the universe and the human brain operate according to holographic principles, offering a new framework for understanding reality. Bomby and Prahn's discoveries challenge traditional approaches to physics and neuroscience. The idea that subatomic particles can be connected in ways that transcend space-time question the nature of physical reality. Priam, on the other hand, discovered that memories are not located in specific points in the brain, but are distributed holographically. This indicates that Just like a hologram in which each part contains the complete image, the human brain stores information holistically. These developments have opened new avenues for research into the nature of reality and consciousness. If the universe and the brain work holographically, this suggests a deeper interconnection between them than previously thought. This view challenges the idea that the physical world and the mind operate separately, proposing that both are expressions of the same underlying principle. Exploration of these ideas continues to influence both theoretical physics and neuroscience, pointing towards a more unified understanding of reality. The idea of a holographic universe also suggests that reality is less solid and immutable than we believe, possibly being influenced or altered by consciousness. This raises the possibility that our thoughts and mental states can directly impact the manifestation of reality. Phenomena such as thought, healing, or the manifestation of intentions can find an explanation within this model. These implications also have a significant impact in how we approach scientific and philosophical questions. If the universe is holographic, this could provide a basis for understanding phenomena beyond the scope of conventional science, such as near-death experiences, telepathy, and other psychic phenomena. Accepting this perspective requires a review of scientific and spiritual approaches, recognizing the possibility that reality is more complex and interconnected than we imagined. Seeing the world through the lens of Talbert's holographic model fundamentally alters our understanding of reality. Instead of considering the world as a collection of independent objects and events, this perspective suggests that everything we perceive is a projection of a deeper level of existence. This view challenges the distinction between objects, people, and even thoughts, proposing that these divisions are illusory and that, in reality, everything is interconnected in a holistic field. This new understanding has direct implications for how we interpret our sensory experiences. According to Talbert, our perceptions are not observations, direct interpretations of a fixed external world, but interpretations of encoded information holographically. This suggests that the brain creates the illusion of a separate, objective world. Understanding this process can lead us to question the very nature of consciousness and explore how our minds can influence the way we experience reality. This perspective also opens up intriguing possibilities regarding the mind-body connection and the potential to alter reality through mental processes. If our experiences are projections, we may have greater control over them than we realize. Talbert's holographic model offers a theoretical basis to understand how these mental processes can directly impact the physical world. The holographic model is not just an abstract theory. It offers practical applications in everyday life, especially in the relationship between mind and body. An example of this is the placebo effect, where the mere belief in a treatment can produce real physical changes in the body. This illustrates how the mind, by influencing the perception of reality, can shape the physical experience, aligning with the idea that consciousness plays a role active in creating reality. In addition to the placebo effect, practices such as creative visualization and meditation have been linked to the influence of mind over matter. Studies show that people who use visualization to achieve specific goals, such as recovering from illness or improving performance, generally report positive results. This reinforces the notion that reality is not fixed, but can be shaped by consciousness and intention. Talbert's holographic model provides a framework for understanding how these processes' mental states can directly impact the physical world, suggesting that positive mental states can influence our health, well-being, and reality. It's external. The holographic model also offers an explanation for psychic phenomena such as telepathy, clairvoyance, and other forms of extensive perception. According to this perspective, all points in the universe are interconnected, allowing information to be accessed non-locally without conventional limitations of space and time. This could explain how individuals can perceive or access information outside of normal sensory channels, challenging the limitations imposed by traditional science. This universal interconnection suggests that human consciousness can access information encoded at a deeper level of reality. Phenomena such as telepathy can be seen as the ability to tune into this information regardless of the physical distance between individuals. Clairvoyance alone, in turn, can be understood as the ability to access information from the holographic whole, transcending the temporal and spatial limitations by which we normally perceive them. This view offers a scientific approach to phenomena that have long been considered mystical or inexplicable. Talbert's holographic model has significant implications for understanding spiritual experiences, such as near-death experiences, NDRs, and obvious out-of-body experiences. Talbert discusses how these experiences can be interactions with a deeper level of reality, more fluid and malleable than the physical world, and immalleable than the physical world. During these experiences, individuals often report encountering a realm where thought and intention have immediate effects, a feature that aligns with the holographic model's description of reality as a projection. This suggests that during these experiences, individuals may be accessing a more fundamental level of reality, less restricted by the limitations of time and space. This perspective offers a new way of understanding the nature of spiritual experiences and the possibility of life after death, Conspiracy theories surrounding Talbert's disappearance often revolve around the idea that his ideas posed a threat to the status quo scientific and spiritual, and that, for this reason, powerful forces acted to eliminate it. This speculation is largely fueled by the provocative nature of his ideas that combined quantum physics, neuroscience, and spirituality, challenging conventional beliefs about the nature of reality. What is Meisner delved into, Agit 38, of Complications Cosmia, a documented and confirmed fact by people close to him. A lack of understanding about the real context of his death and the nature of his theories contributed to the dissemination of these ideas of disappearance or silencing. Michael Talbert's hologram concept is a bold attempt to explain the complexity of the universe and consciousness. He invites us to reevaluate our assumptions about the separation between the material and the immaterial, the visible and the invisible, suggesting that the universe and the human mind are much more interconnected and profound than we imagined. If this concept makes sense to you, it can open up new perspectives on how you see reality, leading to personal transformation and a greater understanding of the interconnectedness of all things.